The Aurelia Sector War, Dawn of War II campaign. Prologue, a sector on the edge. In the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, there is only war. For the Bloodravens, a secretive and fiercely loyal chapter of the Space Marines, war was not just a duty, it was a desperate fight for survival. The Aurelia Sector, a cluster of Imperial worlds on the outer fringes of the Imperium, had served for centuries as the primary recruiting grounds for the Bloodravens. To lose those planets meant dooming the chapter to a slow extinction.
From this frontier,
in the year 41,041, a massive Orc migration, a deadly war, descended upon the desert world of Calderis and threatened to overrun the Imperial garrisons. Captain Davian Thule, a legendary hero of the chapter's past crusades, led a desperate defense, but the Orc horde proved too immense to contain. To turn the tide, the chapter master Gabriel Angelos promoted a brilliant battlefield tactician to the rank of Force Commander. Alongside a small elite strike force of specialized Space Marines, the Force Commander deployed to Calderis. Their mission was simple: eliminate the Orc threat, secure the planet, and safeguard the future of the Bloodravens. Act 1. The Fires of Calderis. Upon landing on Calderis, the Force Commander rapidly organized the scattered defense forces. Rather than deploying massive armies, the commander relied on a tight-knit circle of veteran sergeants. He knew that this operation required precision, not the blunt force of a massive army. Tarkus was the stoic leader of the tactical squad.
With me, brothers, advance! Under attack. This will clear them out.
Armor not enough for ya?
Back up, Langley's attack!
Arvatus was the bitter and destructive devastator specialist.
Come on, aliens. Show me your fury. Make ready, brothers. Get to the bloodshed.
Cyrus was a master scout who excelled in sniper warfare.
Orc guards eliminated.
Thaddeus was a brash young assault marine who struck from the sky to land deep within enemy formations.
strike hard and true.
Tactical squad, return. No mercy for the misguided.
Together, they pushed back the Orc hordes across the scorched plains.
Tactical squad, return. No mercy for the misguided.
That's gonna leave an ice scar.
Turn fire, brothers. Preparedness is...
Yet as the Space Marines eliminated local war bosses, they realized this incursion was far too sophisticated in its coordination for the primitive Orcs. They were being manipulated from the shadows.
Engage jump packs. Cursed grenade!
Feel the force of a disciplined mind.
This is a grave development, Commander. The Eldar are evidently provoking and influencing the Orcs. Their involvement is hardly good news.
The campaign eventually led the Bloodravens to the Tangier High Pass. Here, they broke through the Orc lines and tracked down the leader of the invading Orc force, the hulking war boss Bone Smasher. In a brutal battle of attrition, the strike team executed the Orc war boss. But his death revealed a chilling truth. Scattered Xenos technology recovered from the battlefield pointed to a second front, the feral jungle world of Typhon Primaris.
Die like I lived!
Enemy destroyed, Commander.
Another greenskin dead.
Make ready for extraction.
Act 2. The Shadows of Typhon. The planet Typhon was home to a dangerous ecosystem. As the Blood Ravens deployed onto the planet, they encountered the Eldar.
Cursed grenade!
Feel the force of a disciplined mind.
Led by the enigmatic Farseer Idranal, the Eldar had been manipulating the Orc horde behind the scenes.
Gone.
This is a grave development, Commander. The Eldar are evidently provoking and influencing the Orcs.
At first glance, it appeared to be a standard Eldar operation intended to harass the forces of man. The Eldar executed hit-and-run attacks, using their webway gates to vanish into thin air. But the Eldar's true motivation was born of absolute terror. They were not trying to conquer the sector. Instead, they were trying to slow down a far greater nightmare, the Tyranids.
We need to change position. Tactical squad, return fire. Hostile enemy crushed. Tactical squad, return. Target eliminated. Brothers, fire!
Suddenly, the sky darkened as organic spores rained down across the worlds of Sector Aurelia. The advanced forces of the Tyranid Hive Fleet Leviathan had begun its assault.
Fleet looms over our recruiting worlds. But this battle is not over.
Tyranids have a simple and terrible agenda, Commander. Left unchecked, they will kill and consume every living thing on the planet.
During a ferocious clash at the Argus Gate, the Tyranid swarm outflanked the defensive lines. Captain Thule stepped forward to hold the line, but he was mortally wounded by a Tyranid warrior. The Blood Ravens managed to extract the captain's broken body, but the loss threw the defensive operation into chaos.
Under attack. Move on to the next.
Tyranid warrior!
Aliens, show me your fury.
Captain Thule!
Get to Captain Thule! Fine work, brothers.
Captain Thule, get to Captain Thule.
Tyranid down.
We have Captain Thule.
Thunderhawk 1, emergency extraction at relay coordinates. Thunderhawks 3 and 4, follow with bombing run, purification spread.
Come on, aliens. Under attack.
Purge the alien.
Act 3. The Siege of Meridian. With Calderis and Typhon under siege, the Tyranid swarm next targeted the crown jewel of the sector, Meridian. Meridian was a massive hive world, populated by billions and home to vital industrial forges. If Meridian fell, the sector's production would be eradicated, leaving the Blood Ravens with no way to resupply their weapons or armor. The Force Commander relocated his strike team to Meridian's capital.
Meridian stands at the very heart of Subsector Aurelia. Billions call its cities home. Its factories and forges are keys to victory against the Tyranids. We must not allow Meridian to fall.
There, They discovered a planet paralyzed by the bureaucratic corruption of its planetary governor. While the governor fled the planet, Tyranid forces invaded the capital.
Come on, aliens! Show me your fury! Not so vertical. Use a grenade. Direct our wrath anew.
But the Blood Ravens did not fight alone. The broken body of Captain Davian Thule was entombed within the cold armored chassis of a venerable dreadnought. Driven by cybernetic life support and an unyielding hatred for the Xenos, Thule returned to the front lines as a walking engine of destruction.
Grenade that time. Grenade! Ready.
Your weapon has died. You are next. The beast is gone.
Administering the antitoxin.
Powering the armature. Captain Thule, can you hear us?
To defeat the Hive fleet, the Chapter's Tech Marines devised a plan to engineer a localized genetic poison that could destroy the Tyranids from the inside out. To manufacture this bioweapon, the Blood Ravens had to secure Angel Forge, a legendary manufacturing plant on Meridian. In a desperate urban siege, the Strike Force purged the Tyranid infestation from the Forge facilities, allowing production of the poison to begin.
Angel Gate is closing.
It's closing! Hail the heroes of Angel's Gate! Thank the Emperor!
Well done, Commander. Meridian is in your debt.
Act 4. The Final Counterstroke. The final phase of the campaign required the completion of 3 critical objectives to break the Tyranid offensive. First, the Blood Ravens had to secure the ancient astronomic array on Typhon to target the orbiting Hive ship. Second, the Space Marines had to gather pure strain samples of the Tyranid biotoxins.
With it, we may revive Captain Thule.
Third, they had to land directly in the planetary infestation zone to manually inject a newly engineered biotoxin into the Hive mine's massive feeder tendrils.
Tearing it down.
Tactical squad.
Target down. Next target.
However, standing in their path were the Eldar, led by Farseer Idranor. In a tragic and violent clash of alien and human ideologies, the Force Commander and his veteran squads defeated the Eldar Farseer at the historic Angel Gate region. With her dying breath, Idranor revealed her true desperate purpose. She had selfishly engineered the entire sector-wide war to sacrifice human worlds simply to steer the oncoming Tyranid swarm away from the Eldar craft worlds.
Why, witch? Why seek to doom these worlds?
You never asked yourself where this Hive fleet was bound for next. Unless we stopped it here, it would next feed upon Eldar. Surely even you can see. 3 human worlds was a small price to pay to save a craft world.
With the Eldar leadership eliminated, the final component for the chapter's desperate counterstroke was ready. The Strike Force launched an apocalyptic final mission directly into the pulsing heart of the local Tyranid infestation.
Grenade that time. Grenade! Ready.
Your weapon has died. You are next. The beast is gone.
Surrounded on all sides by thousands of bioengineered organisms, the Battle Brothers made their historic final stand against the supreme battlefield avatar of the Hive Mind, the towering Alpha Hive Tyrant.
Grenade!
For the Emperor!
Through flawless tactical execution, the monster was executed and the genetic poison successfully delivered.
Services under attack.
The beast is dead.
The chapter and the sector owe you a great debt, Space Marines. Below, the tyrant beast lies dead. Above, the Hive fleet is in disarray. This is your work, Commander. With only a handful of Space Marines, you held back the unstoppable. But this is no time to relax our guard. The Hive fleet is already splintering. Our vessels can kill many, but some splinters will escape. Subsector Aurelia is saved, but she is hardly unscathed. Yet the Blood Ravens endure, undaunted and unbroken.